Hi there, everybody. This is Mr. Rich, and we are back working on lesson 4 of the chase game. So what we're going to try to do today is add in some scoring for it and some messages when we get to a certain score. So let's get started with this latest exercise. Okay, so let us choose a sprite. See down here we have star and robot. There's star, there's robot. So what we want to work on now is changing the backdrop to something different when we get to a certain score. So what we want to do is come over here to events, and we're going to choose when the flag is clicked, bring that into place over here. So this is going to be a new program, and we're wanting to switch to a different backdrop. So let's come over here to this backdrop area over here in the bottom right. Click on that, and we're looking for a different one called Nebula. So let's type that in, Nebula, and there it is. So we choose that. Okay, so now we have a different backdrop called Nebula in this area right here. So we can switch from one backdrop to another. And how we want to do that is in our program is over here on the Looks tab in purple. Let's click on that, and let's choose this one right here. It says switch backdrop. Bring this over here into place like that, and right here, see, you can change it to either Nebula or Galaxy. We're going to leave it on Galaxy for right now, and then once we get to a certain score, which is 10, we're then going to change the backdrop. Okay? So let us go to under, let me take a look here. Gonna just pause it just for a second. Okay, we are looking for something that says wait until, and here it is. It is under control. So let's choose wait until and bring it over into place. Okay, great. So the next thing we want to do is choose what's called an operator, and that is in green over here. So we are looking for this one right here that has the blank equals 50. Let's grab this and bring it over and put it into this wait until block. Okay, why do we want to do that? What we're trying to do here is say, hey, leave this on Galaxy, the backdrop, until, wait until something equals a certain number, which we're going to call this 10. So let's type 10 in the block and hit enter. That's set. But what is going to be 10? Okay, that's going to be our score. From before, let's see how over on this side you have score, set score to 0, and then it's changing it by 1 in this program, okay? So what we want to do is go get that same variable, and it's over here in the orange one. And there it is. You grab score, you put it into this green operator block. Okay? So once it gets to score equals 10, which means that the robot's captured the star 10 times. Okay? We want to do something. So we want to switch it again. And that's going to be under the looks category again over here on the left in the purple. And we're going to switch the backdrop again. Okay? Snap that onto place. And right here we're changing this from galaxy. If you click on it, you can see we have nebula. Okay, so let's look at the program. When the flag's clicked, it's going to switch to galaxy, and then it's going to wait until he captures it 10 times, and he's going to change it to nebula. Okay? So, let's do one other thing. And what we're going to do is, when the backdrop changes, we're going to play a sound, kind of like a wind sound. Okay, so let's choose events over here on the left. So when the backdrop changes, this is a new program. When the backdrop changes, it's going to play a sound. So right here under backdrop 1, let's change this to nebula. Okay. So when the backdrop changes to nebula, what's going to happen when the backdrop changes to nebula? We are going to play a sound which is right here. And we're looking for play sound until done. Okay, and it'll be until you hit the stop sign up there. So, let me grab it. Okay. We're not going to play computer beep though, okay? We're going to go get a new type of sound. And it's called win. So under sounds right here, let's go to sounds. And these are the sounds right now that this robot can play. But let us add a sound to his collection. So we choose sound right here, and these are all of the sounds. And if I type in the word win, I get this one right here. If I move on to it, that's the sound that's going to make. Let's do it again. Okay, you click on it, it added it over here to this area. Okay, so let's go back to our code. And now, if I click on this right here, win is one of the options because I added that to his collection. Okay? So, that is now done. So, we want to try it out. Let's give it a go. So we're going to start our programming. Okay, there it goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did you see that? It worked. Okay, so he captured it 10 times and then it changed the backdrop. Okay, let's hit stop right there. Okay, one last thing we're going to do is when this happens, we're going to put a victory message up there for him. Okay? So the first thing we want to do is create the victory message. How do we do that? Well, this message is going to be in the form of a sprite over here on the right. And how you make one is Under this category here, you can choose paint, and then you're ready to start making it. So let's put level up. Okay, so how we're going to do that is currently it's on text. And you see how you can move them around? Okay, and it's in purple right now. And I can start typing by clicking on this area. It makes a text box. And if I were write the word level up like that, then it's ready to go. You can change the different types of fonts there. You can also make it bigger by dragging it like that. So you can see over there the screen's getting bigger. Okay, and we can also move them around. Let's try down here at the bottom. No, how about up at the top? Okay, we're getting close. I think right there would be good. Okay, so let's see if we make it even a little bit bigger. Alright, that's looking good. Let's go with that. And in the center, let's see if I can add something really quick. Okay, good to go. Okay, so that is your message right there. You can see that down in this area, you have 3 sprites now. There's the third one. And we're going to start adding some code. So, you can see right now we're on costumes for this particular sprite. We want to start adding code for this sprite when he comes up on the screen. Okay, so if I move over to code for this one, I'm going to, at the very beginning of this program on this game, we are going to not show level up. So when the flag is clicked, we want to go and get something. And what we're searching for is this coding block under looks, it's called hide. Okay, so if I choose this right now, you can see if I turn on the flag, see how it disappeared? That's because hide's on. Okay, now let's turn that off. Okay, moving on to our next thing. So when the backdrop changes from Galaxy to Nebula, that has to do with when our score got to 10. We want something to happen, and that's where that level up sign is going to show up. How do we do that? How we're going to do that is under events. We're going to choose when the backdrop right here. Bring that over into our coding under our level up sprite. And we're going to change this backdrop to Nebula. Okay? And when it changes to Nebula, we want that sign to show up. Okay, so it's going to be under looks. And I just scrolled down. You see that? And here's the show block. Let's bring that into place. There it is. Okay? Now we want it to wait for a couple of seconds, and then we want to hide it. Okay, so that's under this, under control actually, not under events. So let's go to control on here. There it is. Wait for 2 seconds. So click on there, hit enter. Okay, and then after 2 seconds we want that sign to hide again. So we go to looks, find the hide block, and put it right there. Okay, this is all the coding for this particular sprite called Level Up. Okay, So we have all of our coding done right now. Let's look at all the different coding. This is the coding for the sprite. Come over to the star. This is the coding for the star, where it's moving around. And this is the coding for the robot. There's a lot going on here. So let's go ahead and start our program by pressing the flag button and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Now this time I'm going to be moving the robot around and try to catch. There he goes. Now moving him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. Okay, so that's your program. That's your game right there. So go ahead and try this for yourself. And once again, let me go ahead and put this up on the screen for you. Go out to scratch.mit.edu, create your account, and make your own games. So good luck to you. So until next time, we'll see you all later.